Welcome back to our channel. Today we're talking about a really common question that we hear all the time. Can you rent a car without insurance? It's a great question because if you've ever stood at a rental car counter feeling unsure about what coverage you need or what happens if you decline their insurance, you're not alone. So let's break it down in a simple, no-nonsense way. The short answer is yes. You can rent a car without having your own personal auto insurance policy. But, and this is important, you do need to have some form of coverage in place to protect yourself. The good news is there are a few different ways you can get coverage when you rent a car. And today we're going to go over each one so you can figure out what works best for you. First, let's talk about the option you're going to see right there at the rental car counter. Now, that's the coverage the rental company offers you when you're just signing all that paperwork. They typically offer things like a collision damage waiver, which isn't technically insurance, but works like it. It covers damage to the rental car itself. They'll also offer liability coverage, which is for damages or injuries you might cause to someone else while driving that rental. Then there's personal accident insurance, which covers medical expenses for you and your passengers if you're injured in an accident. And finally, personal effects coverage can help replace personal belongings that might get stolen from your car. Now, all of this might sound great, and it can be, but just keep in mind it usually comes with an extra daily fee, and those fees can add up quickly, especially if you're renting for a week or more. So while it's convenient and it gives you peace of mind, it also is not always the cheapest option. The second option is something a lot of people don't realize they might already have: coverage through a credit card. Now, that's right. Many credit cards offer rental car insurance as a perk if you use their card to pay for the rental. Usually this kind of coverage helps with damage to the rental car like collision or theft. But there's a catch. Most of the time, credit card coverage is secondary. That means it kicks in only after any other insurance you have exhausted. And in a lot of cases, it doesn't cover liability or medical expenses. So you'll want to read the fine print, maybe even give your credit card company a quick call before you count on that coverage to fully protect you. The third option is using your personal auto insurance policy, if you already have one. Now, in many cases, your existing car insurance will extend to rental cars. This typically includes liability, collision, and comprehensive coverage, but it depends on your policy and your insurance company. If you have a good policy on your own vehicle, it might be all you need when you're renting a car without having to pay extra at the rental counter. But it's always smart to double check with your insurance agent before you travel, just to be sure. So, what happens if you decide to skip all of the above? If you don't buy the rental company's coverage and you don't have personal insurance or a credit card with rental coverage, you're basically taking full responsibility for any damage to the car. Plus, you're on the hook for any liability if you cause an accident. And let's be honest, no one wants to be in that position. Accidents happen and costs can skyrocket fast. So, how do you choose the right option? If you already have personal car insurance, make sure it extends to rental vehicles. If not, and if your credit card doesn't offer enough protection, then going with the rental company's coverage could be the safest bet. At the end of the day, it's better to be a little overprotected than to be left paying out of your pocket. Now, if you have found this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content that helps make insurance easier to understand. Have any questions? Go ahead and drop them in the comments, and I'll do my very best to answer them for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.